Well, anyway, welcome back, everybody. Sorry, I've been gone for a couple days. Been dealing with an allergic breakout, I guess. So I was very itchy for the past couple of days and taking a lot of allergy medicine, so I was very sleepy. But I am back. Tell my immune system to get its shit together. Hey, immune system, get off your ass, get working. All right, but when we last played AI, we ended up going into that guy's we ended up going into his Somnium and finding out. Well, we saw, what's her name? Iris get stabbed. And we saw her dead body in the warehouse. But when we went to go check her body out at the warehouse, we got a call from the police and they said that the body wasn't found. So then we went back to Iris's. We went back to her apartment and found her there, hanging out with Misuki. So that was weird. Is this a dating sim? Oh, this is far from it, dude. What, you like the boss? The boss is a snack, right? No, this isn't a dating sim. This is it's a visual novel mystery type game in the likes of I guess more Phoenix Wright without the trials. Well, I guess you could say that about the other. It's made from the creators of Danganronpa and Zero Escape. So it's still got that whole like searchy. I knew you were gonna say that, Oreo. You know it is a dating sim though. I love you, Colonel Sanders. A finger licking good dating simulator. I do want to play that. All right. But anyway, like I was saying, welcome back. We haven't done anything yet, but we're back with this noise. And I'm glad to be back. I think all we're doing is talking to the boss and Iba right now. So let's look at this stuff.
It is absurd. Not possible. Dreams are figments of the imagination. An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous. Consider it. If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality?
I wish.
If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
I wish.
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating.
Oh, come on. Iba doesn't even believe me.
Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's frozen corpse. It is affecting your mental state. Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris?
You know, that's a good point. You've been using the old monitor for years. You never noticed how small she was. Oh yeah, you said you got your new monitor. You should post that in. I don't know where you could post that actually. Maybe in general chat. I don't know. Have I ever posted my setup for you guys? Oh shit! You did ask that question. Why is this guy's eye closed? So, Gunner, this Iba thing right here is an AI. It looks like a small, like gelatin thing, but this is like the body it takes, or the form it takes when it comes out of his eye. This is his left eye. It's like a false eyeball that goes into his socket. And it connects to like his nerves and can communicate with him via like his nervous system or some shit like that.
Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via GPS. She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscate building.
We don't know what happened to his eye. It happened 6 years ago, and he can't remember anything from before 6 years ago.
Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago. She was prompted by a Nile message from Renju.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away.
There are 3 possibilities. 1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder. 2. Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene. 3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message. In any case, the motive is still unknown. We need to talk to Renju.
Okay.
Renju, where did you go?
Where is Renju? Did anyone make...
Mama
Hold
at
on.
Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct? It is possible she may have something for you by now.
Oh, okay. Did anyone make the connection that this guy is missing an eye and there's a character named Iris? I mean, there's a lot of things. This thing is called Iba, but its name is actually AI Ball. There's an Iris, a set. There's a lot of, I don't know, it's a lot of things. But the Iris isn't connected to the eye thing. It's not supposed to be an eye pun. The Iris is connected to I'm pretty sure an Egyptian thing, because they reference a lot of Egyptian, I don't want to say mythology, but yeah, I guess that is it. Egyptian mythology. I asked Momo for information too, but I had to promise him a meeting with Iris. Momo can wait for now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well. She was Renju's classmate, right? Iba told me about her.
Did I check out the Unity bundle? Yeah, I did check out the Unity bundle. I actually only got the first tier of the Unity bundle, and I only got it for the Mobile Pro thing because the rest of the stuff didn't really appeal to me in that bundle.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju.
Okay, that's good.
The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
Okay.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
I think that's it from Oh no, we can still talk about it. How is Temtem doing? You know, I haven't played Temtem since the alpha first released. They've made a lot of updates to it, so I probably should check it out at some point. I am a backer of that
I would
game,
suggest
after
searching
all.
the warehouse again. You may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected.
Will I? See, Iba jumped out of my eye socket.
Date and Iba saved Iris and Somnium, and that changed the history of the real world? Well, I guess it's not impossible.
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now. A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know?
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, I believe in Date. I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss.
You bought it in, oh, you bought into it in the alpha for Discord, so you have it, but you haven't played in a while. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. You wonder if the co-op system is working in it? I know they got the friends list working, so you can now add in-game friends.
2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium. It must have been a prophecy.
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
Boss's knack for change is one of her good qualities. Not having beliefs is what she believes in. Wow. That's how she established herself as a major player in the police department. Because she believed what she wanted to.
Congressman Sejima is suspicious in more ways than one. Exhibit
Okay.
A. 3 days ago, so-called Shoko Nadami's phone.
Oh, were you trying to say you're probably trying to say bitch. Usually that word is pretty is moderated all around Twitch. It's probably some setting I didn't change, but I know for the most part Twitch doesn't really like that word. 3 days ago, okay.
Still don't know exactly why. He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sejima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night. But he didn't inform us of this. It must be something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium. Dreams are constructed from memories. Yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris. I sent him home yesterday.
You released him?
What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, I mean, true. What was she supposed to do? Yeah, I'm a humble partner.
We can't hold him without solid proof. What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
And if you guys subscribe to Humble Monthly, you guys can hit up that link below in the panels and subscribe to that link. Humble Monthly is a shit, dude.
There are 4 people I should talk to. So Sejima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama. And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
We
All right.
have many avenues of investigation.
Sounds good to me. Let's check out the warehouse first. You want more people to play Borderlands 3 with? Are you playing it on PS4, PC, Xbox? With Iba in my left eye socket, I walked into the cold storage warehouse. You're on PC. Yeah, I'm gonna get Borderlands 3 on PC at some point. I could see my breath. Hey, what's up, Blob? I looked around shivering. Nothing seemed changed from last night, though.
You first arrived here yesterday at 9 p.m. At that time, lying on this workbench was...
Iris's dead body, covered with a white cloth.
Hey, Pixes! Thanks for purchasing the that painter bundle through my Humble link. I really appreciate that, man.
But the second time,
The corpse was gone.
it was 11:25 p.m. But the body could not have simply vanished. Crime scene investigation was here before 11:25 p.m.
When did they arrive?
According to the report, 10:30 p.m. After we finished syncing with So.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Correct.
Why did it take them so long?
Yeah, I was just about to ask. That took them a really long time to get there.
Unknown.
Of course it's unknown.
The report does not specify. Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Outside influence?
The crane on the ceiling. Nothing has changed. A switchboard. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. A forklift. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. That machine is used to cut ice. Do they store ice here?
Everything
It's a
seems the
wooden
same.
box. There is nothing inside.
There's a cardboard box on the floor. Pixis again using that partner link below. I appreciate that, Pixis. You guys also want to get stuff through Humble Bundle? It doesn't matter if it's a Humble store or monthly. You guys can also just type in !humble and get that link. That does, if you purchase through the partner link, it does help me, but I only get a very small percentage of that. The rest of that goes to the charity of my choice, and my current charity is Save the Children. So the majority of your purchases go to the Save the Children organization.
There are numerous cardboard boxes on the shelves. There is nothing abnormal about them.
Okay, then why am I here? I don't know what else would be different. This oil drum?
Hi, I'm Jemimon.
Wow.
Iba, the jokes, you've got to stop.
Hey, what's up, preacher? Why are we still here? I don't get it. Can't... Oh yeah, no, you didn't. I really appreciate that. That's something you definitely didn't have to do. But it does mean a lot.
Nothing.
Trying to put yourself out there and shoot your shot.
But finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out loud. Let's get going. Date, your temperature is dropping. At this rate, they might find your body in here.
Yikes. Where should we go next? What the fuck is finding nothing could mean finding something supposed to mean? I don't know. Maybe let's go to Lemniscate, I guess. I don't know, maybe it's supposed to mean like, I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to confirm that Date didn't see what he thought he saw and maybe he was hallucinating. Or, all right, Blob, thanks for stopping by, man. It's always good to see you. We should play Rocket League again sometime. Less serious, more for fun.
I am so aggro right now.
So aggro.
Who says that?
Who said exactly? You didn't know you did just buy Code Vein?
Why are you angry?
Big ass fly.
You backed out on your Shovel Forge promise.
But you weren't alive for it.
I didn't make any promises.
You promised me a date, though.
I did go to your house.
I'm so twiggled right now. Oreo made this character.
2 minutes before midnight? And you didn't even take me anywhere.
Yeah, because we only had 2 minutes.
We could have gone somewhere. Iturup, Kunashir, Shikotan, Habomai?
I don't even know what those are.
Absolutely not.
Then you should have come earlier.
Well,
No excuse. I saw your body.
Iris.
Why was outside not one of those things? Because, oh, Gunner hasn't really been here for this. She is a, so get this, she's a streamer. So I'm gonna assume she streams on something like Twitch. She's a streamer and she does just chatting where she sings and dances. And she's a minor internet idol because of it. But she also streams Shovel Forge, which is this universe's version of Minecraft. So she's a Minecraft streamer and a just chatting like streamer in this game.
I saw something at the cold storage warehouse last night.
What?
Your dead body.
Your dead body. Wow.
I told you not to laugh.
But come on, Date. I'm alive. I'm right here. Look, I can jump around. Woohoo!
But you didn't jump.
Stop. I'm serious.
She's an 18-year-old Minecraft streamer. You're a 30-some-year-old secret police agent. Tell her to fuck off.
In my dream, I saved you from being killed. And here you are. Which is why I was like that when I went to your house yesterday. Sorry, there's no point in telling you all this.
I feel like she knows.
Sorry for laughing.
You don't buy it, make her talk to another person. Maybe she's just a figment of your imagination. Well, but that can't be true because she interacts with Ota and Mizuki and her mom. You know, and she has a mother too. What if everybody's a figment of my imagination? And what happened 6 years ago, this part that's happening right here, and the reason he doesn't remember what happened 6 years ago is because the past 6 years is just, you know, he's on the verge of death. And this is him stretching out what little life he has left. You know how they, apparently before you die, you think of like shit to like make so your brain doesn't like think you're dying. You're in a coma. Or you could be in a coma. I mean, he got his left, I don't get it. He got his left eye taken out. And everybody who has their left eye taken out by this killer is dead. They always die. But you're the only one to survive? Come on now.
I just didn't know what was up with you.
What are we, Harry Potter? Voldemort cast a spell on me and I'm the only one who survived it? Ever? There's a dude just taking people's left eye. Yeah, Oreo. That's what the game, like that's the main thing. There's a murderer who keeps taking people's left eye out. I have both eyes and I don't have perfect vision. This is bullshit.
I believe you, Date. Maybe you were in a parallel world or something.
You know what? let's not disregard that fact either. We're playing a Spike Chunsoft game. Think about it. In the Zero Escape series, remember that the Zero Escape series played with us by introducing the fact that there are parallel universes and that people communicate with each other via telepathy through space and time or whatever. So you could be talking to someone via telepathy from a different timeline than you, and that's how you get the answers to something, because they failed something, so they want you to succeed. So they send that information along. You can also communicate with yourself. That was what the Zero Time series did. In Danganronpa, there's the whole... Oh man, that's a whole nother can of beans. Speaking of eyes, you might be having eye surgery within the next year on one of your eyes or both. Find that on Halloween. I hear eye surgery isn't bad.
Another bizarre explanation.
I have a couple of friends who went through eye surgery, laser eye surgery. They recommended it for me, but I like my contacts. Oh, it's not laser eye surgery. Oh shit. You have a muscle imbalance?
I know you were mad about our date, but...
Oh man. Well, hopefully that goes well.
Why was your phone off?
I believe in modern medicine. I believe it'll go well. Still doesn't mean that I won't be hoping and praying.
I couldn't get a hold of you.
That's a good question. Let's see. You don't like the thought of having a laser put into your eye? I don't either. Because you have to be awake for all of that laser eye surgery. You have to like look directly into it and shit. You can't get contacts because you need prism in your lenses to not see double of everything. Yeah. Stop playing Smite. The game is too unbalanced.
Last night around 2 a.m., someone visited you. Who was it? And you left the house as well. Where did you go?
You really want to know?
Yes, I actually do.
Yes.
And you'd do anything for the answer.
Wow.
Yes.
You shouldn't have said yes.
All right then, Shovel Forge.
Why does she want me to play Minecraft so bad? If the surgery goes well, you're thinking about laser eye? I don't like the thought of being awake for a surgery either, Oreo. But I know some surgeries you can be awake for it. I think they give you the option. Instead of eye surgery, getting Iba. Then Gunner would be too cool for this world if he got Iba. Granted, he would have to listen to a very how do you want to describe Iba's personality? She is very sassy.
No.
Then go on a date with me.
Again, no.
But you owe me for yesterday.
So that's cool.
I told you I couldn't get a hold of you.
Objection.
Just to like...
Even if you did get a hold of me, you didn't want to see me anyway, right?
Wow. I blame new Twitch.
Until you fulfill your promise, I won't tell you anything.
Why does she want to go on a date with me so bad? I'm like almost 20 years this girl's senior. Like, well, she's 18.
It is Monday.
Yeah, you're like 34 or 35.
But it's a holiday. No school today? Duh.
Oh, right. It's a holiday.
Did you forget to?
That's why I'm at Lemniscate today. We're going to do a recording session for a show soon.
Had to cancel for a couple of weeks due to personal reasons, but I'm back, baby.
Hey, Gunner, thanks so much for the sub too, dude. 2 months. I totally understand. You do what you gotta do, right? We all do.
What about
But
him?
thanks for coming back. Dropping the sub again. Means a lot. Oh shoot, I don't know why I was thinking he was gonna read this. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
A traffic accident? I'm worried.
Any idea where he could have gone?
I'm sorry, no.
That covers the PayPal fee and taxes on Borderlands 3. What about her? I want to know your measurements. Let's do it.
I'm 5'4".
She dodged it like a pro.
That is clearly not what you meant.
Well,
She's like an H cup.
I like guys that like New Guinea fruit bats and yellow spotted neck turtles.
Okay. I hope she's not joking. Please let that be serious.
I cannot even picture that.
Oh yeah, she was serious. Cool. So she likes Steve Irwin. Got it. Can I have your contact information?
Why?
Well, because it may lead to something in the future.
I don't know.
Date, we're on an investigation.
I like how Date is only trying to get them digits because he wants to get in between her pillows, okay?
Just let me have this.
What? Oh my god. But like, he would have to put Iba away. You know what I mean? That's a weird, like, Iba is... Ugh. Iba would just criticize him the whole time. Well, if he keeps Iba in, would it technically be like a threesome? Let's ask again.
That's enough. I'll come right out of your eye socket if you don't stop.
Wait, she's trying to spook her. Wow, Iva, don't be a cock block.
I'm serious. I'm going to pop out.
If you count it as a threesome, that means you count your artificial eye. You want to see that? Wow. Iba flew out of my left eye and started dancing on the desk. No, she actually did it. That's because Iba gets jealous if Date talks to any girls. The receptionist immediately fainted. Iris saw the whole thing and also fainted. And so my story ended. The end. But I couldn't let that happen, so I decided not to ask her for information. Wow. I thought they were actually going to end the story.
We've been looking for him. We've been getting so many calls, it's hard to keep up with.
I don't like her voice either.
I've seen him on TV.
Ever met him?
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all. So, what are we doing?
She is annoying.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I know you're talking about the receptionist.
For our date, of course.
Okay, we got a choice. Do we accept her date or do we not go on a date? Iris is a streamer who has an eye fetish. If you date her, if you date her, she'll let you put your Minecraft bed next to hers. That's true. But I don't know, like I said.
Fine.
Wow.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yay!
Wow. Iba's finna be mad.
So you'll play Shovel Forge with me?
I will not.
Come on, dude, just play Minecraft.
So we'll go on a date then.
Yes.
Why is he dodging Minecraft so bad?
And you have to honor our agreement this time.
I can't believe it.
Oh, but we can't go right away. I have a recording coming up.
Out of curiosity, you looked it up. Date's name in Japanese, pronounced, yeah, Date. It means showy or flamboyant. It can also mean brave. So he's gay, got it. But he can't be gay because he was trying to get the receptionist digits. Well, he could be bisexual. Or, what they mean by flamboyant is his looks, because you can be flamboyant in appearance.
I should be done by 3 though. Tessa, we're starting soon. Got it!
It could have solely been for investigation purposes.
So, Date.
But he asked for the measurements too.
If you ditch me, I will be beyond furious. Anyway, bye for now. Peace!
Iris smiled and strolled over to the studio.
There is no point remaining here. Let's get moving.
Tessa, Aset, Iris. Why all these names? Almost like she's trying to hide something. You know what, Pixis? That's a really good point. I was trying to figure out where they got Tessa from, to be honest. Her real name, okay, I get Aset because Aset is probably her. Aset is her idol name, and that's probably her on-stream name as well too. Or she could go by Aset as her idol persona, and then Tessa is her stream name, and then of course her real name is Iris. Let's go talk to Mama. The competition shook. I don't know why she has all the names though. Hopefully that's something they do explain.
I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
My favorite moment still is the fridge thing. He's like, Mama. He called the fridge Mama, and she's like, excuse me, I am not a fridge.
You're so cold, Mama.
Hey, I'm over here.
Using Google once again, you learn that Aset is another name for the god Isis. Wow. You know what's really funny? Because weren't we talking about when we went to go see Shoko's body, how they use like the left eye or something for sacrifice to Isis? Like some between like Egyptian gods with Wadjet and Isis, something like that. Very weird. What if she's the killer?
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
If that's what you want to see, Aiba.
Absolutely not.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
She's not brushing the fish, she's brushing air, she is.
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Talent scandal?
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
What talent scandal?
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
I remember Renju saying that to me after he and I went through a bottle.
You're a policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
I didn't answer. I turned the question around on him.
What about you?
Was that a Stand By Me reference? I wasn't paying attention. Like, well enough to the sentence to determine that.
Well, yeah. Not just one. Countless bodies. When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job. You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams. I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes.
I was gonna say, did you guys really go out there and pick out on older folks?
Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in the tub full of hot water.
So you're a killer, Renju.
And they pass. Just like that.
Should he be divulging that information to me? I'm a cop.
Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown.
That's a yikes.
The police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age. So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits.
Yikes.
I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So Why am I telling you all this?
Yeah, why?
Are you going to arrest me?
I took a sip from my glass. I didn't say anything for a while. Statute of limitations. Probably happened a while ago.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout. But still... Date,
Tears fell to the counter, unending. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing. Alright, we're done here.
Anything else for you? Sorry, I'm not much help.
No, don't worry about it.
Can you come back again tonight?
Why?
There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren.
Okay, I thought she was going to talk about her problem down there that she brought up earlier.
They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Tonight?
Yes, I'll be waiting for you.
Alright. Let's go to Sejima. Excuse me? Nani?
So Sajima is a key person of interest in this case. Earlier, the boss cited 3 points of
Infinity
suspicion
Road is
against
back.
him, and I agree with her assessment. I checked the call logs of So's phones.
I kind of wish I could like clear out the UI, because I kind of want to make something like this like a starting soon screen, just the infinite highway.
Congressman Sajima has one phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
Did you find anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone. One call in particular stood out to me.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago. From Fuchu prison.
Caught a body about a week ago.
The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
Number 89.
You want the desert bus, but it's on a highway.
Yes. This is most likely the same person who called HQ.
Oh yeah.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
I honestly forgot about this phone call. Why does Aiba have a body now? Aiba projects herself this way in your vision. So she's not real, she just projects herself this way to Date. To be honest, this game doesn't use high poly models or crazy shaders. Could probably recreate the scene for yourself with mostly pre-made assets. Yeah, true. I just don't want to put in, I'd have to, well, I wouldn't want to program it myself. Granted, this would probably be like a day's worth of work if I find the right assets. Maybe I will, we'll see. Might be a neat little project. On the scale of 1 to 10, how good of an insult is ignorant ignoramus? Ignoramus. I think the second one might be better because you also get that anus part in there. You're calling them an ass, but they won't catch it if you say it like that. Calling them an ignorant ignoramus, but ignoramus. They yeah, they wouldn't catch that.
From what I can determine, he is an assassin. He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards. His code name is Falco.
God damn it, Falco. From Smash to smashing people, literally. I can't believe this guy. Star Fox, Smash. Now he's assassinating people.
Correct. Unknown.
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases. He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where.
You think you cut the inside of your throat with a chip? Oh.
However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
1 HP worth of damage. Isn't there like a Twitter topic or like subreddit dedicated to that? Like what's 1 HP worth of damage in real life?
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sajima for that information.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did. But that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown. In all honesty, I have no idea.
Come on, Aiba, give me something. I mean, she gave me the name Falco.
He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago again? Everything is always 6 years ago.
6 years ago. Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
No, we don't have time. Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Excuse you?
Roger.
He wants to bring a murderer. You've been in a coma for 6 years. You need to wake up or die.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse. Isn't your investigation over?
Where's the fish?
I have a look. A merman.
So is a wealthy politician.
Peak content is just a text-to-speech voice over some Reddit. Wow. You know what, Oreo? That's true. It like kind of made me sad because it's like I see so many people who put so much effort into like YouTube videos and stuff and editing, and then like for a brief period of time, like I wouldn't say over the summer, but like springtime, beginning of summer, those Reddit channels, those text-to-speech Reddit channels, they blew up, dude. You binge watch text-to-speech Reddit videos? I don't watch them anymore. I used to watch them like when they were kind of like the YouTube algorithm was just feeding them to everybody and those channels were blowing up. I'd watch them, but then I kind of realized there's an overlap in like all of those channels. Like it was getting to the point where like I would go to another person's channel and start a video and realize it was the same damn threads that they were going through and the same responses. And I was just kind of like, they're regurgitating a lot of the same stuff.
It is no surprise to me that he has a merman. Wait, a merman?
You need to watch a couple of AMA videos from Sir Reddit while drunk. It's a good time.
You are beginning to irritate me.
Boy, answer my question before I give you these hands.
What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
Look at that smug ass face, dude. It's hard to type with short nails. I would think it'd be the opposite.
Number 89? Who is that?
You need to watch one at least while drunk.
An inmate at Fuchu Prison.
That is if I don't get sick before I even get drunk.
He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan.
I'm 5'9" and I weigh more than you.
What about him?
About a week ago, he
Oh,
called your
without a
secretary.
chaser? Oh.
I don't know anything about that.
I'm screenshotting that from Oreo.
He was probably calling for a pardon or something.
That was a good night. I think the worst night of drinking I've had is probably, that was years ago. That was like 2016. I had about 3/4 a bottle of 1800 tequila. I had that with lime and salt, of course. I had like 8 bottles of Guinness, a couple of glasses of champagne, and I'm pretty sure I had some Jello shots as well. Weird flex. Well, that's the most I've ever had, and I still wasn't drunk.
My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention.
We need to meet up and drink together sometime. I'd totally be down for that.
If you need information, you can. I can't help you.
Damn it. You had a sip of Zinfandel. You smell like Zinfandel.
I told you I will not answer that question.
And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
Wait, you might move to Mexico and you don't know Spanish and you're bad at school. Wait, what does bad at school have to do with Mexico? I see the don't know Spanish part, but I'm trying to find the correlation between Mexico and being bad at school.
It appears that he will not respond.
Gunner, you should take Pixis and you guys can go to PAX South in January. Every year, every PAX South, I'm gonna put a post on it on Twitter too, within the upcoming weeks, as I get a head count of friends who are going, and every year has been a tradition that I meet up with friends and we go to this restaurant near the convention called Mi Tierra, and they have these massive margaritas for $10, and the glass is literally the size of your head. And we just drink a few of those a piece. Each person, of course, gets their own, but we drink like... Oh yeah, I forgot that you're only 19, Pixis. Give me 2 years. Hopefully, I mean, PAX will still be there in 2 years.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Date.
He's lying, thermograph. You know it must be a big glass because they say it's big brained. We all met up and went out drinking. There's 2 rounds of Jaeger bombs on me.
This proves it.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying.
Wait, Pixis, are you and Gunner in like the same area?
After all, Iris was not killed.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing. What are you hiding so?
You're in Maryland? So where are you, Gunner?
I'm very busy. Excuse me.
I mean, I knew you were in Maryland, Pixis, because Blob's from Maryland too. Gunner is totally in Wisconsin. Is he real? Are you really in Wisconsin? I think we talked about that before. You're in Iowa. Oh, see, you're still not that far from me because I'm in Michigan. You're not super far.
Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you.
Get the hell off your lawn?
To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you.
Okay.
I don't ever want to see you again.
Okay.
So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore.
Was that a threat?
It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
Wow. So walked away sternly. You're a 10-minute drive from Wisconsin.
Who does this guy think he is?
I mean, I'm not exactly 10 minutes away. It's more like a 6 hour.
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing.
Well, cause he mad.
Any higher could kill you. Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
Man. Alright, let's go. There are 2 hotels near you. Yeah, sure thing. I know when I go to Canada, I was supposed to meet like Sasso and Omega Theory and some other Twitch friends. Well, friends, I won't say Twitch friends, but people I met through Twitch and have become friends with when I go to visit Canada at some point.
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, don't apologize for that.
I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
Wait. $5 to $6 for a plastic cup filled with a quarter. Plastic cup filled about a quarter of the way with liquor. Okay, you say plastic cup, but the only thing I can think about in my head
I put Iris through so
is
much.
the little water cups they give you at restaurants. And I'm like, a quarter of that.
I was 19 and single when she was born.
I know it's not those, but that's just what keeps popping up in my head. I was 19 and single when she was born. Yeah, she's 37. We're right around there, right? He never said if Renji was older than him, because her and his friend Renji went to school together. So yeah, your character Date is, yeah, he's about 36, 37 years old. You're 22 if that matters. Oh no, that doesn't matter.
But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me.
Wow.
Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy." I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
What about your parents?
They died when I was 17.
Ooh.
I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school.
You have your dad's tolerance for alcohol, which is fucking high. I'd say I have my mom's tolerance for alcohol. You never thought your best joke would be Chunky King, stay seated.
It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
You get drunk quickly, but that's because you drink on an empty stomach, and you've only ever puked twice, and each time is because you mix drinks. Oh yeah, that's never good. I always get like a burger or something. Something with a lot of like carbs and something that'll soak some stuff up too. If I ever go out drinking.
And take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes.
Hold on. Empty stomach, quick effect with a little money.
It was always just me and her.
Well, for me, when I go out, when I drink, I like to actually try out a lot of different drinks. I wouldn't necessarily say like what's the term I want to call it? It's not like a beer junkie or alcohol junkie or something like that. I don't know, I just like to see what I like. So I like to try a lot of stuff. So typically when I go out, I spend quite a bit of money. I mean, I haven't went out in a long time because I don't really have money like that to spend anymore. But
barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her.
I mean, I guess I'd say now I do like the whole empty stomach quick effect thing, but
that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park.
This man is pulling a I'm a connoisseur. If you know what went into your favorite drink, you would recommend that, but it was like 5 different liquors with orange juice.
It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such.
To be honest, I'd say my favorite drinks now are pretty much the typical stuff. Honestly, if I'm just chilling, I like gin and tonic, or I'll do like some Captain Morgan in Coke or Sprite.
She loved singing and dancing, even as a kid.
Apple Crown Royal with Monster. I can go with the Apple Crown Royal, but I'm honestly not a fan of Monster.
Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers.
No, I haven't tried that, Pixis.
And she did it at the show, too. Toward the end, when all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song.
Yeah. Well, I would say I'm not really a fan of very many energy drinks, but that's because when I was going through my anxiety thing a couple years ago, that wasn't even a couple years ago. That was only a year ago, 2018. When I was 2018. Sorry, no, 2017. It was a couple years ago when I was going through a series of anxiety attacks, and I was having like heart palpitations and stuff. I had to cut out energy drinks. I used to drink one every once in a while, although I don't really like them. I just used to get very sleepy on the job because my job wasn't very exciting.
Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them.
So I would drink like a Monster just to stay up, or get like a Red Bull, but I never liked them. Like I said, I just did it. And coffee never does the trick for me.
I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but...
It's a Caribbean drink your mom makes at home. The version she makes has less alcohol in it. I'm gonna have to look that up and see what the ingredients are.
Before I knew it, she was up there, dancing.
You're weird, you like instant coffee?
Excited.
There's nothing wrong with instant coffee. I like a lot of coffee, as long as it's not Starbucks. I think Starbucks is probably the only coffee I've had that I'm not a fan of.
Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. Mama, you're a good dancer. That's the kind of girl she was.
Starbucks isn't coffee, it's milkshakes. No, I'm talking about Starbucks like they're brewed coffee. Not the frappuccinos or cappuccinos or flappuccinos, fappuccino, whatever. They got like all different kinds of things. I don't drink those because those are way too sugary. I don't necessarily drink my coffee black either. I do it sometimes, but sometimes I'll put a little cream and sugar in it, but I don't really drink like frappuccinos and all that stuff. Too much sugar. You have to add so much sugar you may as well have a heart attack on the spot. The only kind of coffee you drink is the mocha latte from McDonald's. McDonald's actually has really good coffee.
Did something happen to him? You asked me that yesterday.
There's no point hiding it. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
Right from the hospital?
It's really weird that nobody knows that Renju got into a car accident. Did it happen?
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Their iced coffee is where it's at. Yeah, McDonald's iced coffee is pretty good. I like the iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts as well.
Playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping, even at convenience stores, when their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows.
You haven't been paying attention to the game, only chatting what I've been saying. You're so lost. So currently we're trying to figure out what the hell happened. Cause we saw Iris's dead frozen body in the warehouse we checked earlier. And when we went back to it, or rather when we called the police to retrieve her body, it wasn't there anymore. And when we went to go see her, she was still alive. So they're toying with the idea that what happened in a dream, like he saved her when he went. So what he does is he goes into people's dreams to get information. So if they interrogate people and people don't want to give them answers or can't give them straight answers, he dives into their brain to find the truth. And we dived into that guy, the guy who was on the bridge feeding his fish. We dived in his brain and witnessed Iris being killed. But what we did is we saved her inside of his consciousness. So when we came back into the real world, we found out that she was alive. So he thinks there's a connection between the dream world and the real world, where since he saved her in the dream world, her dead body suddenly was alive. Again, I don't know, it's weird.
She climbed up to the top and started dancing.
And now we're just trying to get information from everybody.
But she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday.
Thank you for putting up with my dumb ass.
Emergency care.
I can be a dumbass.
I was carrying her on my back, running.
You're not being a dumbass. I can be one. You're not being one.
I could still hear her crying. Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance? She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No.
But you're not a drunk dumbass. It's different. I think being a sober dumbass is worse than a drunk dumbass. You have an excuse. Ladies, please. You're both dumbasses. Hey, Pixis, I'm pulling you in here too. Do you have the day off? We'll ask about the question later.
Today's a holiday. Iris isn't in school. She went to Lemniscate.
Yeah, I saw her earlier.
Is that so?
You wouldn't agree with that statement?
6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting.
Everything is 6 years ago.
After the surgery, Iris came in running. I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what.
Is this Sayori from Doki Doki? I still haven't played Doki Doki.
Iris is everything to me. More important than my own life.
We got all the information we... I was just about to say we got all the information we needed, and the only information we truly got was Iris must really enjoy dancing.
Yeah.
Though her drawing skills could use some work.
Drawing skills?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, when do we see her drawings?
Look at the drawing on the wall.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. Okay. After I install BL3, you can stream. You can't, but drunk BL would be super fun. We could definitely make a night of it.
The man I was dating at the time.
Definitely have to let me know. I'd be down for that. I've always wanted to do that. Like a drunk Rocket League or a drunk Dead by Daylight. The last time I drunk on stream, I was playing Hot Lava, the game Hot Lava. That was a while ago.
6 years ago.
6 years ago all the time. You get pissed at it too easy. Drunk Rocket League would have some great clips.
Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district? I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach.
Oh shit.
I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me.
And wait, wait, huh? This was 6 years. Wait.
I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes, then I heard footsteps.
Wait a second. So she met this guy 6 years ago. He was dying, and he's still on his deathbed. Well, supposed deathbed. This man was still pulling game. Is anyone drunk with me, or are you alone in this adventure?
And then a bunch of men yelling.
I'm not drunk.
They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go.
You should be getting new glasses in a few days in your height.
Don't call an ambulance. And don't call the cops.
Yeah, he was a criminal. It's 89. That was her her fling. It was that 89 prisoner dude. But I'm usually pretty excited when I get new contacts.
I knew he had to be a criminal. So I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
Uh-oh, what'd you get in the mail? Is it Code Vein?
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
Renju's friend? Renju knows a lot of shady people. Drawing on the wall looks interesting.
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together.
Yeah.
The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park.
You at least want one yes before you go make another?
But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm.
Wow.
He had that cute side to him, and I was falling in love.
In state, you're not rich enough for anything else? Good man. There's zombies in this game? No. She's talking about they went to a haunted house.
Our second kiss was in the car.
Her and that criminal she found bleeding on the shrine floor, and who kissed her. You know, he spit game as he was dying. Ended up living, and then she ended up dating him. And then they went to an amusement park, and a zombie jumped out, and he got scared and clinged on to her. And now I would think, this guy being a dangerous criminal, he gets scared in haunted houses. Very weird.
It's cliche, I know, but we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you.
You barely graduated on time. I mean, but you graduated.
Closer and closer.
You had to teach an intro to Java in order to pass. Ooh. That's kind of a yikes.
I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting.
Everything you knew back then was all self-taught. The final was a written test and remaking Pong on your own. I mean, that doesn't seem too bad.
You asked about the picture. You wanted to make okonomiyaki one day.
Oh,
I was working with the hot plate.
I made this okonomiyaki. I made this a week ago, and I made some karage. I posted a picture in my in Discord, in the Grub Pics. You wanna know how much you bust your ass last few senior? You have to pass 4 online classes the very last possible weekend. But I mean, ridiculous. The fact that you did that still shows that you aren't as bad at school as you think you are. Because even people who people deem to be very intelligent, or they're self-proclaimed geniuses or whatever, sometimes those people can't even do that.
He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put in.
I feel called out.
Too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce.
Oh.
At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic.
Oh, that's a good memory. Your junior year, you made it to winter break and never went back. We still have to talk about this drawing?
But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house.
That was the memory we saw earlier in the game. But that was in our own Somnium, and we hadn't met her before. So how will we see that? That's really weird. You regret because there's a girl you're interested in that started telling you where she was going every morning and you never went. You're so stupid.
Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time. But my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him, and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Wow.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me.
You haven't dated since your freshman year of high school? Well, I mean, that's lonely, but there's still some good in that. I mean, you're on the market.
I don't know the details, but it was awful.
You want to hear a fucked up story?
So he became
Put
a
it out.
target for underworld criminals.
Friends, get out of here, Oreo.
I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
Are we good
May
here?
I ask you something?
No, we're still talking about this picture.
Of course.
Since high school. How long have we've been in this area for a while?
I heard that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
We keep having to talk about this picture.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too.
Hold on.
I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
Her mom used to be your babysitter. You almost lost a ring finger while at your mom's.
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
Are we still talking about the picture? Okay, I think we're good.
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing. We have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, when you were 3 when it happened, so you only know about it because your parents. I have an interesting story. When I was 3 years old, I was at my aunt's house, and me being the big brain person that I am, especially at 3 years old, apparently I sprayed. There was a she had like a porch, one of those enclosed porches where you can walk out and there's a landing, but it has like the screen windows around it, so you can still get like the outdoor air and sit on the porch, but you're not exposed to like any bugs. So I was out there on her deck, and I sprayed an outlet on the porch with hairspray and then stuck a fork in it afterwards, and I got shocked. I obviously did not die because I am here right now, but I still think that that's the reason I'm able to be the programmer. And I was I feel like that's the reason why I was able to get through electrical and computer engineering. I got shocked, and then my neurons started firing off even faster. Thus I got big brain for real. It sounds like a fun time. I need to talk to the boss. As I entered the room, the boss smiled like she was waiting for me.
I took care of what you asked for.
Number 89?
He's here. In the interrogation room.
I'm on it.
You'll go without me this time. I have some errands to run. One of the higher-ups needs me.
Why'd she say it like
I'll have
that?
Pewter go to the interrogation with you.
Understood.
Uh-oh, you get to see Pewter. If you guys haven't seen him before, it's the Pokemon trainer that Pixis likes to call. Well, Pixis likes to call him a Pokemon trainer. I totally mixed that sentence up. This is the guy we saw in the Somnium. Yeah, we saw this guy before.
Let's get started.
Where's Pewter? This room is reflected in the mirror. What's his name?
Number 89.
Dude in the reflection, looking kinda cute. I thought he would make a comment on himself.
Your real name?
I don't know, I forgot.
So what have you called yourself before you became an inmate with the number 89?
Djibouti.
Northeast Africa, a small republic of roughly 900,000.
I don't take kindly to stupid lies.
He said booty, that's funny.
Oh, you know about that. It's true. I called Sejima's secretary. I got him on the line and I told him something very important.
You spoke with him directly?
Yeah.
Okay. How many people have you killed?
I don't know. It's not like I'm counting.
You should.
I told him to call somebody.
Is this portrait a portrait image 2D? 2D is throwing you off. No, I don't think any of these portrait images are 2D.
Somebody.
I can't can't tell you anymore.
Boy.
All right. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
Yeah, what about Date's clothing? You think the portraits are a mixture of 2D and 3D? What do you think, they're pulling off the Guilty Gear effect?
2 days ago, you called our investigation office. You said you know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Oh, it's very, because it's flat. That's possible.
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
Yes, I promise.
Why would you let him out of prison?
You're lying. You don't want to release me.
I wouldn't either. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The Guilty Gear is 3D, but it looks 2D. That's what I was saying, the Guilty Gear effect. Like, it's the portrait is 3D, but it looks 2D. That's what I was trying to say.
That's fine. I was expecting this anyway. I just wanted a good excuse to leave the prison.
What do you mean?
You really want to know?
That's like you quit throwing.
Here's what I mean.
Okay, okay. Pewter, what the fuck? He's standing right there. What is...
You'll make a good hostage for me. Take me to the exit.
Did you guys notice Pewter stand there and watch all that happen? Pewter is throwing. What the fuck, man?
Oh, darn.
He doesn't... Oh, darn. That didn't sound like a lot of concern.
Are you kidding me? A criminal serving a life sentence just escaped from Metro Police. I ordered everyone to keep quiet about this, but it's only a matter of time before the press sniffs this out. We need to get number 89 back before then.
The dude is totally a Pokemon trainer. Oh, darn.
Number 89 still has it. But don't worry, I have a spare.
Wow, you have a spare. Oh, I feel so much better. You have a spare.
I'll give it to you later.
Give it to me now.
He punched out an officer and stole his clothes. He put on the uniform and brought me with him at gunpoint.
You had a lot of time. He kicked the table at me, walked around the table. He didn't run around the table. Smashed me in the head. Took off his handcuffs and then pointed a gun at you, and you were standing right behind me the whole time. The room is, what was that interrogation room? Maybe 8-9 feet the size max. In an 8x8 or a 9x9 room max. He could cross the room. He could fart and cross the room fast enough. Pewter didn't do shit. His fingers look whack. His fingers do look pretty bad in this image,
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
He had the gun in his pocket, hiding it. No one on the floor even knew this was happening. He got on the elevator and made it to the ground floor. He even stole my security card.
Nah, dude, you
He said he'd kill me if I tried anything.
you let him out.
I suppose the whole escape took him about 5 minutes. He must have planned this.
You planned it with him. Pewters.
You're rather calm about all this.
How the oh, no. He stole the weapon off of me, Gunner. When we were in that interrogation room, he kicked the table at me and knocked me out and took my gun. And then he walked out. He stole officer's clothes and walked out. His jaw didn't move when he spoke. Oh, I didn't pay attention to that.
I'm coming down from being terrified for my life. I'm in a bit of a fugue state right now.
I don't believe it.
How would I know? After he got to the exit, he let me go. I didn't see where he went. I collapsed right there.
Nah, Pewter's full of shit.
Boss, it's my fault he got away. I'm sorry.
Don't waste time apologizing. Go catch him. I'm the one who has to go on an apology tour now. Really messed up this time.
Date, I know you are already aware of this, but there are security cameras all over this compound. I checked all of them.
Okay.
Number 89 fled in a car that was waiting for him.
Really?
So he had an accomplice.
How'd he set that shit up?
Yes.
In 5 minutes.
Did you see who was driving?
This drink is twice as strong as normal. You're digging it.
I did.
Who was it?
You and I know him well.
Renju?
No way. I told Boss and Pewter what Iba revealed to me.
Renju?
Why?
Excuse me?
Date, Moma is home.
Moma? From the Kumakuras?
I'll connect him.
Hey, Date. I just got the word. Renju's been seen.
What? Where?
Hey, don't forget our deal.
Yeah, he does look pretty. Moma looks a little slow.
Deal? What deal?
Oh, come on, dude.
You forgot already? I'm talking about Tessa.
He knows her name is Tessa too.
Oh, right.
Oh, Pixis, you know what? Tessa is ASAP backwards. I don't know why his mouth is opening so much. It was really weird, honestly. We're like, tease.
I'll be waiting. You know what to do.
What should we do?
We have no choice. We have to take her.
To Moma?
Yes.
You never before felt so little brain. You could have just not told me. I just saw it. I don't know why.
Oh my gosh! Late. You're late.
I'm going home.
Never! Have you forgotten the vows you exchanged?
Why is her character, why is she jittering? Do you guys see that?
Are you drunk?
Oh, wait. That might explain.
No, of course not.
You're drunk.
I'm kid. I'm kidding. Shovel Forge with you. I'm getting excited!
We are not shovel forging.
Don't say it like that.
I was talking about the date, silly.
Shovel Forge and a date are synonymous, apparently.
So where are we going?
Where should I take her? I'm gonna tell her straight up.
No point lying to you. I need you to come with me to an office. I'll have to inspect it, though.
What? An insect show?
To where the dragon is.
I didn't know you were into that.
An insect show? Wait, what? Where did she get that from?
Well, okay, it's kind of weird, but whatever. Let's
The nice place was the correct answer. Yeah, I'm taking you to a nice place. What's the drag? I have no idea. She didn't completely understand, but I didn't have time to care. I took Iris to the Kumakuras. Yeah, I didn't do much Thursday night. I just delivered a young up and coming Japanese idol to the Yakuza. That's weird for a cop, you say. You don't say.
So where are the Aziptula Praticolas?
What the who?
Tessa!
Oh, is this guy the Aziptula Praticola?
Stop. You can respect it. You looked it up and all you can find about insect shows is what you'd expect them to be.
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. Are you the insect trainer? Go ahead. Sorry for interrupting. Start the insect show now! Wait a minute. This is a gangster den.
Oh my gosh. Imagine your job being an insect trainer. That's what a bug trainer does in Pokemon. Don't have to imagine it. I could just be one. If I turn on my DS. Lamau. You also looked up what an Aziptula Practicola is. It's your favorite kind of organism. Oh my god. If it's a spider, I swear.
Took you long enough.
Dante, you tricked me!
I didn't. I told you.
I wasn't trying to trick you. You just misunderstood me.
But I wanted to see the bugs! I really did!
Oh, so she likes insects as well.
Okay.
Moma, I held up my end of the deal.
You sure did. You want to hear about Renju?
Mr. Okiura?
You said on the phone that you saw Renju.
Yeah, I had all my people looking for him.
So, tell me where he is.
I could.
Hey, I held up my end. I brought Iris like you asked.
Dante, come here.
Mama took me to the corner of the room.
Dante, I don't quite know how to ask this, but... Can you ask Tessa if I can shake her hand, please?
Oh my gosh, imagine being this grown man. He is excited over this. This game has been so weird.
Oh, that's it? Sure.
Moma and I broke our huddle.
Iris, could you do me a favor?
A favor?
He, wants to see your boobs.
Wow. We just went there.
What the fuck, dude? I didn't say that!
Oh, sorry.
I mean, that's fine too.
What I meant was, he wants to shake your hand.
Oh, a handshake. Sure. I would never show my boobs.
Iris took Moma's hand gently and shook it. I want to see boobs.
Dante, this is the happiest day of my life. It feels good to be the boss.
So how about it?
He goes to VidCon, just shake his favorite YouTuber's hand.
All right, here it goes. Renju was seen in 2 places.
Moma is kind of creepy.
First, Sunfish Pocket, the maid cafe. Second, Ikume Shrine.
Sunfish Pocket and Akume Shrine.
Got it, thanks.
No problem, bro, really.
You see that? He called me bro. That means he finally accepts me for getting him to... letting him see his favorite Minecraft Twitch streamer.
Looking for Renju.
Kill him.
Besides, I can't have them here seeing me like this.
Good point.
Why do you care?
Can I have it?
What?
Can I have the ring?
Why would I give it to you?
Hey, can I have the ring?
Absolutely, of course you can. Here, take it.
Wow.
Wait, no. I can't give you this.
You're so cheap.
Wow.
Come on, it's not like you're losing it.
It's exactly like I'm losing it.
Aww.
You guys are a good team. Like siblings.
Ivan doesn't like that. Introduce Moma. You're losing your mind if it counts.
Oh yeah, I haven't introduced this old man yet.
I'm 24.
24. I don't know, man.
Moma is lying. He is at least 48.
See? Iva caught it.
Absolutely. Sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Moma Kumakura. I work for a prestigious advertising agency.
Hold up.
You run the Kumakura gang, right? You're like a mob boss.
How did you know that?
Is he stupid?
Wow. I can do it again.
Moma may not look it, but he's a huge ASET fan.
The FBI's on their way.
I don't know if I'm a huge fan.
Dude.
Gambling.
Bet, debt, ASET.
Worries.
Forget, fret, ASET.
Now what does she say?
ASET, you bet.
Wow, my catchphrase! Thank you!
This is kind of embarrassing.
Wow.
But sorry, Moma. I don't like gangsters.
Wow. The screen shatters right here. His heart. This is it. He's gonna stop his life of crime right here and now.
I don't like gangsters either. Gangsters are awful.
I dated gangsters too if the minute I get a sugar mama.
All those nasty Yakuza guys should drop dead, am I right?
I like how she just flips her head and just looks back at us.
What happened to Mr. Okiura? I heard he escaped the hospital.
So did I. But I don't know anything more than that.
Please tell me.
Renju's escape from the hospital was strange. 3 things stuck out to me. I laid out the facts. Mizuki was lured to the place where Shoko's body was found by a message sent from Renju's phone. I found Iris's body in the Akura Fishery cold storage warehouse. Earlier today, Renju fled with a prisoner escaping a life sentence. An assassin named number 87, I don't say 87, 89.
Hold up. What were you saying about Tessa's dead body?
Oh, well...
Date saw a parallel world with my dead body in it.
This should be your, yeah, that should be your last drink, but when does it ever stop? You never is the answer.
A parallel world?
Never heard of it?
Oh, yeah, of course I have.
Wow, dude. Imagine being almost 50 and trying this hard in front of a... Wow, dude.
Yeah, right. Parallel worlds and all that shit. Yeah.
I don't understand it, but I suppose he does.
No, he's try-harding Aiba.
Good, because I don't feel like explaining.
Did he explain how he knows her real name? He doesn't know her real name. He keeps calling her Tessa. Has he called her Iris? If he has, I mean, I don't know.
But why would Mr. Okira do that?
He hasn't. Tessa isn't her real name. So her idol name is Aset. So I'm gonna assume when she streams, she is referred to by Tessa as Tessa because that's Aset backwards, and that's the name she gives people when she's live.
He could be a hostage or an accomplice. Either way, I need to find him. Sorry for bringing you here.
It's okay.
You don't have to be scared, Tessa. We're not thugs. We're just a gang.
You have an idea? What's that, Pixis?
About as contradictory as meatless beef.
The old boss was really violent.
He would take a cheese grater to someone's leg if they looked at him funny.
Oh.
But after I took over, we went crystal clean.
Crystal.
Methamphetamines.
Wow.
No, we don't do drugs. We don't deal with that stuff. We had to restructure the whole operation. Cut a lot of people off.
Wow.
Their throats.
Okay.
No, not like that.
All right, let's summarize.
Anyway.
You think the word game they keep playing is a pun that only works in Japanese? Just like how Tessa is Aset backwards, each word that follows is a reverse word? Huh. But what's the name of the game, though? Well, you said you think, so you're just speculating. So you wouldn't know the name.
Moma, take care of Iris for me.
So Aset is another name for Iris. Aset is her idol name. Her stage name. Her stage name is Aset. Tessa is Aset backwards, but we don't know where Tessa came from, so we're assuming that Tessa is her name when she's streaming, because she's a streamer too. And then her actual real name is Iris.
What? What?
Yeah.
Wait! You're leaving me here?
You'll be safe with him.
No, I wouldn't want to stay either.
Are you serious? Look at his face! Not to mention he runs a crime syndicate. What if he sells me to the highest bidder?
Wow.
Tessa, I would never do that. I told you, we're clean now.
Kill Moma. Since for the game to work, the words need to rhyme with a set. You just need to say a palindrome before saying a set.
We all go home on time. We follow government regulations.
See ya.
Wait! What about Shovel Forge?
I told you I never promised to play with you.
But you promised me a date.
Date, is this true? You son of a bitch.
Dude, chill. You're like almost 50. Oh, he pulled out the tool. Hold on.
I'm gonna ignore that.
Good idea. Date, you're gonna look for Mr. Okiura, right? Take me with you. If you do, I'll tell you about last night.
Her late night visitor.
Fine.
Yay!
Date, don't ignore me.
Oh, it would explain why she's called Tessa and why her fans keep doing it.
Oh, that's just a toy.
Oh, just a toy.
Let's leave them alone for a while.
Okay.
We have 2 places to check.
In English, it'd be like radar, race car, A set, which backwards would be Tessa, race car, radar. Okay.
Sunfish Pocket and Ikume Shrine.
I want to go to the warehouse too. Where you found my dead body.
Yeah, I can see why it doesn't work.
Something bothering you?
No, I'm just curious. Oh, and one more thing. Can we eat some?
You think you're gonna dip for the rest of the night? Have a good. All right, Gunner. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Don't get too drunk now, you hear? You try to stop again.
Food
All
sounds
right.
good. I haven't eaten in a while.
Don't get too drunk, and I'll hit you up about Borderlands as well.
Oh, my chest hurts. Getting hard to breathe.
Let's see. Where do we want to go? Let's get something to eat, I guess. It might be a mobile though, because you should probably lay down now. All right, hold on. Let me look at this really quick. All right, my bad. Can we
Tessa?
If you pass out, you'll pass out here. I was gonna say, can we talk about? I got a clip. Somebody clipped something, and it was Aaron, and he clipped the most random thing in the stream. I didn't even know he came by. I just saw it pop up.
Why are you here?
I told Date I was hungry.
This kid looks like a Pokemon. I said that. When I first saw him, I was like, that dude looks like a Pokemon trainer for real. And I mean like one of the playable characters. But guess what, Gunner? He is 24 years old.
I've always wanted to eat here.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
Yeah, I know this is your first time seeing him. But I'm just saying that's what Oreo said. Oreo's like this guy looks 12.
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
Metsu said that too. Metsu said the same exact thing. He's like, he looks 12.
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
The 12-year-old looks 16. The 24-year-old looks 12. And Boss is immortal. Boss never dies.
He means sleeping.
Did Oreo leave or can he confirm? I'm sure Oreo is still around. He's probably just playing something.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
We are
Not shovel forage.
on a date.
Oh, a date. Huh. A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Can you confirm because your boss looks 24 and he's like 207. Yikes.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm fine.
Yeah, Oda is in the friend zone forever. Where he should be. Because he's a tryhard.
My dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure. My treat, Date. You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
Yeah, don't feel bad for Oda. He's done some really questionable stuff for her.
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
That's not true.
It's true.
Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Wow, imagine saying that your mom is jealous of some girl you like. Yikes, dude. See, that's why you shouldn't feel bad. If Iris was a real G, she'd be like, dude, don't do your mom like that. Don't believe Ota, he's just tried to poison you.
Not very reassuring.
Yeah, this dude threw his mom straight under there, boy.
Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
Yeah, she calls Iris the devil or something like that.
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
What? That doesn't sound good.
Is that a compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
You take anything as a compliment. She'd be like, well, Ota, you don't smell like complete shit today. And he'd be like, oh, thank you. Thank you, true god Tessa. True goddess Tessa.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it!
Correct you if you're wrong, but food shouldn't give you cramps. They shouldn't.
What do you mean coming back to life?
You said it already. I decided to tell Ota about Iris's resurrection.
Date
Tessa died?
Yep.
Why are you happy about this?
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, if we tie, nothing happens.
This man needs to learn to not tell everyone about the shit he saw. Yeah, he kind of lets stuff slip, but he's kind of small-brained at times. We figured this out yesterday.
We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
See, I told you Oreo was just somewhere. There he is. Welcome back, Oreo.
I'll do anything.
He's probably just doing something, playing a game or something.
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Oh no.
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
All right, let's do this.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do this. Look at Ota in the background. My man is shook.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
What should I throw out? All right, what should we throw out, guys? Rock, paper, or scissors? What if I win? I'll do anything. The sex is going to happen. We have a rock. Well, what's the answer there?
Shoot.
Shoot. What did she throw out? Oh, we both have rock.
The most boring result. Well, we agreed on the rules. Let's shake hands. Shaky, shaky.
Why are you looking shook? They just shaking hands.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right?
Hell yeah.
We tied and shook hands. But in a different timeline, maybe I got a reward from you. Or maybe you could have seen me naked or something.
Wow, she went straight to it.
Why did I choose rock?
Why didn't you choose paper?
What exactly were you going to make her do?
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela effect? Or the Booba Kiki effect?
I've seen this before, I think. The Booba Kiki effect or something. If it is what I think it is, if I hear like with the, I think this is it. The Booba Kiki effect is like if you it's like an art thing. So if you give somebody something with like rounded edges, like, you know, some like a character you make out of circles, or it's pretty much rounded edges. You would call it like a booba or something like that. But if you give them a character with more pointed edges, it might be like a Kiki or something. I think that's what they're talking about. Essentially, it's like, it's apparent. It's like, it's supposed to be the way people associate the shape of things with whether it's good or bad. So like people with sharper features tend to look more shady to you, but people with softer features in their face, like rounder eyes or something, you tend to trust those people more, or they tend to be more charismatic. It's an art kind of thing, but essentially like it's just supposed to be like, or you know how if somebody tells you their name, and you'd be like, oh well, you know, he didn't look like a Ed, he looked more like a Steve or something like that. It's because like certain names are attached to certain characteristics, whether they be like rounded or sharp or something like that. I think that's what she's talking about.
Or the 100 million balls. If I explain that, would you believe me?
I look shady, but that's because I'm white as hell and can't say it.
Sounds really interesting, Tessa.
Everything
I
sounds
know some
interesting.
urban legends like that.
Boy.
The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
Okay, yeah, it is what I was saying, but I didn't explain it very well. So the Booba Kiki effect is a non-arbitrary mapping between speech sounds and the visual shape of objects. So it's kind of like I was saying. If it has rounded edges, you would think it was like a booba, and if it was sharp, you'd think it was a kiki. Just because it sounds right based on the visualization. Okay, my bad. Boobs and titties. Oh, she'll explain it.
Date, look at this picture.
Iris pulled up a picture on her phone.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki? Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer. The rounder one is Booba and the jagged one is Kiki. Isn't that weird? In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way and Kiki is the other.
I'm a 22-year-old to 13-year-old mindset.
It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
Well, she didn't explain it very well, but it was like I said, the visual shape of something and names and even behavior too. Like your behavior towards something. It's kind of like in games, like when you think of an object or a hazard that'll hurt you in games, besides water, of course, like why is it always spikes or saws? Because it's spiky. Spiky indicates danger. But if you see something round, you assume you can bounce off of it, right? I mean, kind of like the donuts in Super Mario World, or you know, or Super Mario Maker, not World.
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
I mean,
Well, yeah. The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies.
is she gonna talk about that again?
There are lots of examples.
Okay. Boozer where it's at. Ass is nice, but booze, man. You guys are going nuts. All it took was boba to pop up, or booba, because people are stupid.
Like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings.
People are stupid, but I'm part of stupid because the bursting bears, that's what she's talking about. I thought it was spelled a different way too.
Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car. But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
That bursting bears thing that she brought up, there's a lot of people. I actually had a conversation about that a few months ago with a friend because we were in a Discord call and we were talking about that, and we both remembered it a certain way, but it definitely wasn't spelled that way.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. you probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
She's talking about Pikachu.
It wasn't?
But I remember that too, Pikachu's tail being black.
Nope, it's all yellow. And the design didn't change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
You thought it was brown? Yeah.
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
Your life is a lie. Yeah, I thought Pikachu's tail was tinted a color as well, but I guess not.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea. Or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious. There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals.
Not Pichu's. Pikachu. This was before Pichu existed. A lot of people, every time I saw them do Pikachu, they would draw Pikachu, but like the tip of its tail would have like that black or brown like bar tip at the end.
That's what Jung said about it. Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated. But underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level. That's...
the parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
you get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that. This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
When you look at a picture of Pichu with a black tip on the tail, it looks wrong, though it sounds right. And see, that's weird though. Because a lot of people, even myself, I'm guilty of remembering Pikachu that way too. But where did it come from? That's the thing. Like the Bearsting Bears thing. Like everybody remembers one spelling, but it was never spelled that way. Where did that come from?
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here.
Like where it connects, you also swear the tip was brown until you heard it was yellow from this game?
If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
Humans just don't have that good of a memory. You know, because you forgot. Yeah, but that's just you, Pixis. You're talking about you. I mean, you said humans don't have good memory, but it still is really weird, like the Mandela effect thing, because it's not just one person or a group of people. It's the entire. They're a small group of people, that's what I meant. It's a massive amount of people who think the same thing, but we have no idea where it came from. Like, honestly, like, another thing too is, what was it? There was a phrase from when I was a kid. I can't remember what it is, but have you ever heard somebody say a stain? What? I said a saying from when I was a kid. Saying. Does Peach even have red circles? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You say Bearsting Bears, but everybody remembers it with the E instead of an A. I clicked out.
Means humans would never be born.
Everybody. It doesn't matter who you talk to. They all remember it being spelled with an E. even on books and everything. We've always, but it's not spelled that way. It would sound weird, but that's just one of the things.
And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low.
But I forgot a saying that it was when I was a kid, but it was I don't know, I found it really weird that I would talk about it. And so I was raised in, I spent the majority of my elementary school life in Wisconsin, and it was really weird that like I brought up something from my childhood when I was in college, and there's people from different backgrounds, some people from California, some people from Georgia, some people from Maine, some people from Texas, all different places, and they all knew what I was talking about, but it was never something that was on television. They never heard it through television. They always heard it through some other kid. And it was just weird because it wasn't something that you would think would even be on television. So it's kind of like, how do we all know this as children, but it was never spread through, like we have social media and stuff now, but that didn't exist back then. The only real medium was the radio or television for us to hear stuff in masses, at least. It's not just a phrase, but it's a lot of things. Like, how do we figure out about a lot of shit when we were kids, when the technology to spread information like that didn't exist?
And yet, here we are.
See, but that's just like a minor lapse in our memory. Our brains really like patterns and autofill stuff based on them. So Stein is way more common than Stain in a name, so we default thinking Stein is correct. At least that's your view on the whole Mandela thing. Yeah, but I mean, that's just that one thing, Pixis. It's like the whole Pikachu thing. How do you explain the Pikachu thing? Where people think Pikachu had a brown tail tip as opposed to it being all yellow.
Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million. Would you be able to pick out the 1?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the 1.
Exactly!
Once you finish that, you're gonna pass out.
The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
Amazing.
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school.
The same thing with the Kennedy 6-seat car. Well, I mean, that one, I'm not really baffled by the 4-seat car thing, because that's just common. It is a pattern. I mean, common is the definition of a pattern, but...
Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke. And Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughed so hard that his eyes fell out of their sockets.
Whoa.
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but... A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do. Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened.
Okay.
So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious, but he's not getting any answers, so they just part ways and go home.
You wonder how I feel to have your old eyeball just picked up with the nerves attached? I don't even want to know.
The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
Blender is so confusing for your small brain. The controls are whack. You can change the controls of Blender.
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before. And most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes.
I've never seen this dude.
The man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
Games that use human psychology against us are always interesting unless it's related to microtransactions. Then it's just scummy.
It is weird. And there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets.
What?
As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but...
I looked it up and it's true, and don't look it up. I wasn't gonna look it up. Okay.
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff. Oh, hey. I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating.
Okay.
If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
Yeah, they've been here for a long ass time and haven't eaten yet. Ota brought over the dish. He laid out an omelet rice in front of me and Iris. Iris grabbed her spoon with a huge smile on her face.
Bon appetit!
Bone at the teeth. She picked up a spoonful. No, actually, she tried to pick up a spoonful.
Tessa, are you okay?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
Okay, that was weird. Iris and I ate the omelet rice in near silence. There's no conversation. Just the sound of spoon hitting the plate. The diner echoed with it. And before long...
Thanks for the food!
Iris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was
She's hiding a lot, dude.
Oh, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
I pay for the food instead to go.
Let's get going, Iris.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Come back soon.
Oh, I guess those are other Mandela effect things too. Sayings from movies. When people remember Luke, I am your father, when in reality all he said was I am your father. And then Snow White, people say mirror, mirror on the wall, but what the Wicked Queen actually says is magic mirror on the wall.
I saw it, I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now. Maybe I'm a ghost.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
And your boobs have that much integrity, they can hold up your body. I tried to picture Iris's breasts swinging down from there like that, and then I decided not to. What is this game, dude?
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call a somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
Wow.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Well, I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
Do you know about the BBB, the Better Business Bureau?
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right?
That's not the first thing I would have thought of.
Inside the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
The blood-brain barrier.
No, the blood blockade battlefront.
Vessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
Nanotech? Yeah. Technology related to really small things, like really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said. Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money.
Wow.
Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
Largely accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters.
Thanks, Iba.
The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers, so sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
Aiba is just a beta version of Future Siri.
I guess not.
No, I know what it is. It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right.
Why does she know so much?
What?
You're shivering.
It's cold in here. That's what she's gonna say.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, never mind. She didn't even use that excuse.
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche. This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nanocables. And on the tip of each of these cables is a special nano machine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say go away and push them back?
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
They go through the eyeballs.
No.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
Wow.
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes.
Oh.
Then go to the back of your eye socket. Then through the optic canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That's gross.
That sounds kind of romantic.
No, it doesn't.
It's only a chunk of protein.
Once the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree. And on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system. And that's how the syncer and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Okay.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Well, don't some planes have two control sticks?
She's got you there.
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have two people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Because of this, the syncer's data goes inside the subject's brain. And the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories. Like a house with no one inside.
Okay.
We syncers break into the house, look for clues, and leave. All within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the syncer would be trapped inside the subject's house.
So I like how Aiba is explaining on the side, but Iris can't hear this because Iris doesn't know about Aiba. So Aiba's just explaining it to us, I guess.
Thank you for explaining it. I don't completely understand how sync works, but still.
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
It's okay, I won't. Date, tell me this.
Well, Aiba speaks to boss. Maybe she has a speaker. Yeah, but remember that she doesn't know about Aiba. And even when we did that receptionist thing, like the whole scenario where Aiba came out, he said that would ruin everything. The only person who knows about Aiba is Pewter and Boss. He said that himself in the beginning. Or the only people who should know.
Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sejima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
It also sounds like what happens when you mix water with milk.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear. Hey, Date. You saw my corpse here, right?
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in So's dream, you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah.
And then somehow, I resurrected.
Yeah.
Date, that means you're... Achoo!
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah, I'm freezing too. Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Roger that!
What was she gonna say? That means you... Oh shit. What if I'm still in the sink? What if the sink... Oh shit. What if that's what's happening? If you stay in the sink machine too long, it says it messes with the person's brain or whatever, and it collapses or whatever. What if that's what happened to him? All this isn't real, dude. And she keeps passing out too. And
it's okay.
And she got
missed a step there.
She got upset when you mentioned sinking in the first place. She knows what it is. Something happened to her. Or what if she really did die? Well, she didn't die, but what if it was someone who looked like her? I don't know.
It's nostalgic. This place is a memorable one for me. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
Me.
Someone?
I used to call him Uncle.
Me.
He was a thoughtful, reliable man. I thought of him as a father.
You know what? That would be really weird, because Date had a flashback of him seeing Iris when she was a child. And if her uncle is Date, it's really weird that she was seeing him as a father, or she has memories of seeing him as a father, but like she also doesn't know the man that she saw as a father figure is the man that she's been trying to get to date her and play Minecraft with.
But one day, he just disappeared.
She's talking about
Hitomi's lover.
Oh, okay, she's talking about that guy. Never mind. I'm glad it's him and not what I was thinking about.
Mr. Okura isn't here.
Oh shit, but what if you were Hitomi's lover? Oh my gosh, please no.
I mean, of course he isn't. It's not like we came here right away.
He's already taken off.
Too bad.
It looks like there are no further clues here. It appears we've wasted our time.
It's called Ikume Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto, or sometimes Ikume Tenno, or Ikume no Mikoto.
Girl.
There are legends about this place written in the old text. It's a shrine dedicated to the gods. The old legend goes like this. One day, Ikume Iribiko sent one of his followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious, magical fruit.
I'm glad there's voice acting, because I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't have gotten any of that correct.
A fruit called Tokijiku no Kaku. It's said that eating it will grant you immortality. After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit. But by the time he got back, Ikume Iribiko had died. Taji Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikume Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot. It is said that that fruit is still inside the shrine behind us.
Really? The fruit of immortality.
Yes. When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful. I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle. I've been looking for him for 6 years, but I didn't find him anywhere. I didn't know where else to look. So instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
You think if you became famous, he'd contact you?
Yeah.
So that
Wow.
is why she became an idol.
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was little. That's a part of it, too.
So why do you use the name Asa? Shouldn't you use your real name?
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Aset.
Really?
He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name. Not interested?
No, not really. I'd rather have normality than immortality.
A flower over there.
Flower?
You can't see it from here, can you? I know it's there because I've been to this shrine before.
Guardian dog statue. Wait, envy? That's new.
An iris. More specifically,
Oh,
a
night
winter
vision.
iris. This is the same flower that was on display at Iris's house.
Yeah. How did you know? It's the same kind that's at my house. I told you about what it means, right?
Uh-huh.
Good news and hope.
Iris is also a part of the eye. And the Greek goddess of rainbows. She delivered messages from the gods. That's why the flower means good news and hope.
Date, we have no time to waste. We should get moving.
Got it.
All right, let's go. We got one more place. Sunfish Pocket. Saw a familiar face as I entered. It was Mizuki. Iris and I sat at Mizuki's table.
Wow.
Oh my god, I don't know why I thought this was Mizuki for a second. I was like, she's 12. She should not be dressed like this and working at a place like this.
What's going on here? Why are you two together? Oh, well, it's... Forget it. Thanks for letting me stay last night. Oh, no trouble at all. Anytime. You could even live with me if you want. That's a great idea. The roommate I have right now really sucks.
What did you say that? You hadn't heard Mizuki's voice yet? Not sure how you feel?
This girl.
What are you doing here?
What are you gonna do? Scold me or something?
Wow, she is very sassy for her age.
Why do you care what I do?
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry. In fact, I'm feeling good.
I don't know. Your tone says different.
Excuse me.
The mermaid took me to the corner of the store.
Mizuki was crying earlier.
Crying?
Yes. We were trying to cheer her up. What happened to her mom was... And we thought she was having a hard time. She must have come here looking for company. That's probably why she stayed with Iris last night. She didn't want to be alone.
Oh, and that's probably why she's angry at me as well.
Shoko's body is still under the jurisdiction of the police. There has not been a ceremony, nor has the body been cremated. The culprit has not been caught, and we cannot locate Renju. And on top of that, Her roommate has abandoned her.
Wow.
I did not abandon her.
In any case, there are many ways you could calm Mizuki down.
Mizuki is just trying to act strong. Please, try to understand.
Why are you asking me about that?
I was just curious.
That company was made by my grandpa, but Daddy has nothing to do with it. I don't know anything about the warehouse.
I can ask again.
I thought I told you this already. Don't ask me the same questions over and over.
Date, look.
Uh-oh, she's lying.
She's lying?
Possibly. She may just be excited or upset.
The police asked me a bunch of questions, but I don't know where he is.
I don't think we have anything for her. We're gonna x-ray again because that's an option.
Those are some nice hip bones.
That's still so weird. I can do it again too, guys.
The more I look, the better it gets.
That is weird, dude. He's into bones. We're gonna do it again.
Wow, those are some gorgeous hips.
And he said it out loud.
My hips?
Oops, I said that out loud.
You are now officially a creep.
Like a girl with healthy bones. I can do it again. Why is Iba doing this? The mermaid in Sunfish Pocket has fantastic hips. I'm just saying, that's a really nice pelvis. Wow, dude.
I've heard that Renji was sighted here.
When do you mean?
When? I got the info a few minutes ago, but I don't know when he was seen.
Oh.
Ringing any bells?
Well, he hasn't come by today, but yesterday.
Yesterday? But I was here yesterday.
It was after that. After you and Ota left.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
You didn't ask. And I don't have any way to contact you.
Damn it.
You just missed him.
Aren't repeated x-rays harmful to people? Well, I'm assuming it's not using that same technology.
He was looking for Iris. He was asking everyone where she was. Looking for me? Yeah.
Did he give a reason?
No, not in particular.
Iris, can you think of why he would be looking for you?
No, not at all.
You work for his company?
Mizuki?
I don't know either.
Anything else?
Like an x-ray is an x-ray.
Well, he did seem really sick. He was pale and sweating a lot.
It must have been because of the accident.
Perhaps.
But then why was he a getaway driver?
Well, a triple wart sea devil or an Anacanthus barbatus.
What the heck? What is up with the women in this game saying really weird stuff about the traits they like in men?
That's a mouthful.
Mizuki comes here a lot. She's really friendly with everyone.
Oh, is that an orichalcum trident?
I like it here. Everyone treats me nice.
Is it because you're the daughter of the owner?
No, it's not like that.
We're BFFs.
She wields extraordinary power with that trident.
The Okiura family is really something else.
Yeah, remember the orichalcum trident. Why can I not examine it? Okay, anyway. What? Date should have eye cancer by now.
When I worked here.
Watch it all be a hint about the ending.
We would hang out outside of work too.
We'd go to haunted places and UFO sightings and stuff.
Blow those boys away!
Blow those boys away!
Yeah, blow those boys!
Oh my god. This is totally getting taken. Date's about to make a comment, watch.
Mizuki,
You really shouldn't say that.
Yeah, okay. FBI.
Mr. Okiura helped me when I was just starting out. You know how my mom is single? He really supported her. He even changed my diaper when I was a little baby. I got hired by Lemniscate all because of him.
Iris used to stream all her own content. Like singing and dancing and gaming and stuff. But before we knew it, she went viral.
Right, I heard about that. That's how she started getting offers, right? But because Iris's mom knows Renju, she decided to go with Lemniscate.
But there's more to it than that. There are other reasons. Daddy was totally taken in by her talent.
Her talent?
Dancing, really.
Uh-oh. I have mozzarella bites.
Her dancing
That sounds good. I haven't eaten yet, actually. Well, I have, but I ate at like 5 and it's almost 1 in the morning.
He knew ever since she was young that she would be talented. He didn't want any other agencies to have her.
I didn't know that.
Daddy's not the type to give compliments.
This is kind of embarrassing. I didn't know he thought of me that way.
More than sleeping and eating?
Well, maybe about the same as eating. Anyway, I've always loved moving my body ever since I was a little girl.
And you're fast, too.
Yeah, I did a lot of track meets.
Were you always the anger?
That's amazing.
I told you that Iris is the goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology, right? She was the messenger of the gods. She had to be really fast.
Rainbows being so fast to disappear was the source of the legend.
You're as
Okay.
fast as your namesake, then.
You want to race?
Yeah.
Sure. When we get the chance.
Oh, he was okay. Can you show me your dance?
Right here?
Yeah, you're an idol, right? You perform for thousands of people online. You just perform for a few people in here.
Ooh,
Shouldn't be bad. See, Mizuki wants to see too.
Me too.
And your friend who apparently has a really good connection with Mizuki and you, but we're just gonna keep calling her Mermaid. We'll never get her name. She's been in this story more than a few times already, so she's somewhat of an important character, even if it's just a side character, but she's always gonna get known as Mermaid.
I would also like to see that.
I don't know.
Come on, just show us.
But...
Alright, I'll go set up.
She got put on the spot. What if Mermaid is her real name? True. The mermaid didn't listen and hurried off. That's her first name, the last name Mermaid.
Fine, if you insist. Yay!
Iris, we're ready.
Wait, where's she at saying that?
All right, world, get ready. See my dance. Invincible Rainbow Arrow. Hit it.
There is no stage.
that are flying on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine, a journey through time. A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires. You see me rise.
What are these lyrics?
While the old bow their heads, while the blind meet the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye clouds by design. But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles.
I don't think she's supposed to be saying. I think it's supposed to singing. Sorry.
Time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows.
I think she's just listening to a music track. I'm sorry. I cringed so hard. That song was not good. Here, let me see.
That song. Mr. Okira wrote the music, and I wrote the lyrics. So it holds a special place in my heart.
They clap. Oh shit.
That's right. I forgot he wrote music.
Yeah, he's really talented.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find the Japanese version of that. See if it's any
He's
better.
done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
At least I hope she did, at least, because then that would be really weird. It's like those music videos with no music things. I'm still gonna imagine that's what happens.
I still need to know. What were you doing Sunday at 2 a.m.?
You haven't fulfilled your promise.
This is the date. I fulfilled my promise.
I told you. No info until the date is complete. Don't you get it? This date isn't over yet.
Yeah, her Japanese voice actor is pretty small. She's only been in another anime game called Blue Reflection, and then she voice acted in Fire Emblem Heroes and Konohana, which is an anime. You remember Blue Reflection? Blue Reflection? Crimson played it?
But we discovered that
Did he really? Was this before I came around? Or before I met him?
But why?
Oh, he came around looking for Iris probably because he wanted to get her because maybe prisoner number 89
We can think about that later.
is, I think prisoner number 89 is the guy who killed her uncle or her mother's boyfriend or whatever and shot her mother, and I think he's just trying to come around and clean things up. Maybe that's why. And Renju is just about to hand it. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, Mizuki's just sitting there. I didn't click on Mizuki. Marble. Alright. Oh, I was like, who is this in the car with me?
Mama, it's me.
Dante, honey, what's up?
I'm heading over now.
Glad to hear it. Maybe I'll close the place a little early for you.
Sorry, but I'm with someone.
Someone?
A girl named Iris.
What? Is she a virgin?
Wow.
Huh?
I'm not gonna answer that. Anyway, remember what we talked about?
There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight.
Oh, right.
Are they coming tonight?
Yes, I promise.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll be here.
How are you talking on your phone without earphones?
I was too lazy to explain it properly, so I came up with a lie.
I have an earpiece implanted in my ear.
Wow, cool!
Another call came in.
Date, it's the boss.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Me too.
Okay, Date, tell me the situation. Did you find number 89?
Nope, we just fucked around all day.
If I did, I would have told you.
Uh-huh. I see.
What the fuck?
What was that about?
That was a cry from deep within my heart, Date. Do you realize how screwed I am? Go find number 89.
If I find Renju, I find number 89. I'm gathering information on Renju's whereabouts now.
Where?
I told her I was going to Marble with Iris, and about who I was expecting to see there.
Wait, are you trying to get her drunk?
What? That's what you got out of that?
She's not 21.
And if she wasn't a minor?
Do you have to be 21 to drink in Japan?
Well, whatever. I'm sure you have a good plan. Find those two and arrest them. Got it?
It's 20. Why did you guys both say it at the same time?
So this is Golden Yoga.
Probably translated to 21 for us. Yeah, I was just wondering because I was gonna say if the drinking age was 18, then that part would have been really weird.
First time here?
Yeah.
Marble is right over here.
Date, on your 6. 2 suspicious individuals approaching.
How do you know that? What does she do? Turn around? Oh, so the counter-terrorists are here from CSGO. Or, sorry, the terrorists, not the counter-terrorists. Damn, what mama do? Come here to get you assassinated? Those gun sound effects are pathetic, I'm sorry.
Damn.
Who are they?
We can find out later. We need a way out of this.
Yeah,
If I grab Iris and try to run, we'll be shot full of holes. The alleys between the buildings are blocked off. We can't go that way. Which means I'm gonna have to fight my way out.
We gotta take care of them.
Bro, just money out.
I have reached the same conclusion.
I've only got a single revolver.
Well, if he had an evoker, it would be better. Because then he could just take them all out with ease. Oh, he downloaded his aimbot through Iris or Iba. Sorry, I said through Iris.
Date, I have a plan. I will give you instructions. Just move as I tell you.
This better work.
Not to worry. My calculations are flawless.
What's the plan?
You see that hangar over there?
Uh-huh.
Shoot the bottom of the hangar with a normal bullet.
Why?
Don't ask questions, just do it.
Okay. Control. I was.
Look at that. Like a gift from heaven.
Oh, come on. Really? These some incels, bruh.
Are they stupid?
Just as I calculated.
How do you calculate that? What? Did I hack into the system, find out their identities, and figure out that they're all like really perverse?
What kind of calculations did you do?
Date, focus.
I'm still trying to figure out why they wanted me to press control to shoot as opposed to just clicking.
Shoot the porno mag vending machine.
This isn't real. This is not real.
I said no questions.
Is this a Metal Gear Solid reference? Have you guys ever played Metal Gear Solid 2 in particular? When you play as Raiden, and you can put down porno mags, and I think you can put down porno mags and you can entice the guards with I think like panties or something like that. Why is there a porno mag machine? You know what? That's a good question, Oreo. They have the tech to build a AI inside of an eyeball. An AI that is what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty much contains confidential government information. And yes, they still have a porno mag machine.
Hurry! Shoot the vending machine with the burst.
Hey, this is...
This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this before.
What? Have you guys not watched porn before?
Yeah, they must be stupid.
This cannot be real, dude. Could you imagine this? It's 1:30 a.m. in the morning. Someone breaks into your house. You try to gather your family and get them to safety, like hiding or something, but you're too late. And they end up holding you and your family at gunpoint. And then your wife whispers to you, "Honey, tip over the basket." And you go, "Why?" And she goes, "Just trust me, do it." And tip it over, because she knew that's where you were hiding your porno magazines. So you tip the basket over on accident, and a bunch of porno magazines sprawls out on the floor. Now, why do you have your porn in the living room where the kids can easily access it? I don't know, but that doesn't matter, because the scenario is already ridiculous. These porno mags spill out, and the people who were holding you at gunpoint while they robbed your house at 1:30 in the morning just instantly forgets what they were doing and starts looking at all the magazines you got. And then you guys call the police, and they get arrested. That's not how it worked, because the police would come in and see the mags, and then they would start looking at the mags. So then the police would figure out why the other cops haven't come back, so then they would raise a state, or raise a security state or whatever, More cops would come out. Then they would get distracted by the magazines. Then they call the FBI. The FBI comes out. They get distracted by the magazines. Then now this is ridiculous. Wait until they find out about masturbating.
What?
Right.
The final step. But you don't have to do a thing.
Mama? There's a group of naked buff guys dancing outside your bar.
There's... What?
Don't use my voice without permission.
This is an emergency. I will slap you if you don't shut up.
You can't slap anything, Iba.
Now, we're ready. You just need to use the fire extinguisher.
It's loaded with high-pressure seal too.
Now, I will leave your eye and throw the fire extinguisher into the air. Shoot the top of the extinguisher at the perfect time. Now let's go!
Please show me this. Pop out, pop out. Iba can lift this.
Ready? Here I go.
All according to my calculations.
That achievement, yes, but what just followed that achievement? I don't know if I can play this anymore. That was the most ridiculous action scene I've seen in anything. That was like one of those really bad, like, Bollywood action movie type thing.
My place. The building's got a security system. We'll be safe here.
Gunnar wrote that part of the game while drunk. Was fighting a lost in CV. What was the achievement? What was the achievement? It was Pixis playing Code Vein. Look at this dude. The achievement was Muscles Galore, men's gymnastic routine.
So Mizuki's not home?
Doesn't look like it.
I checked her phone's GPS. Mizuki is currently at Sunfish Pocket.
It's getting late, but Sunfish Pocket should be safe. I'm sure the mermaids are taking good care of her. If anything, she'd be in more danger with us.
Iris, I need to talk to you about earlier. Have a seat wherever.
She's already sitting though, right? I guess not. Well, before we talk to her, that is where I'm going to end it. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. This shit got really ridiculous. Let me save the game really quick.